At the end of each month, I usually do an inventory to see what we have in our cupboards and our refrigerator and pantry and see what we need to order from the grocery store. However, this month is different. We went over budget last month. This month, we may go under budget. So that is very exciting. If we are able to save money this month, I believe the reason is because we have a garden and we grow much of our own food. But if you don't use up the food that you have harvested and you let it go bad, then that defeats the purpose.
This is the reality of it. It is a mess. Oh my gosh, I've been out in the garden a lot. Speaking of the garden, I've got a lot of garden produce down here. Some of it may have gone bad. This is a priority. It is crucial that I go through this refrigerator today.
If you want to go ahead and laugh, you can. It is funny. Laughter is good for the soul. Oh my goodness, these turnips. I had them stored down in the basement. It was just too hot down there. And a basement's supposed to be cooler, but not our basement. Don't ask me. My husband had a humidifier on. I don't know if that made a difference, but some of the turnips went bad. Now, I haven't washed these yet, because once you wash them, you got to use them right away. Besides myself, I don't know anyone that likes turnips, except for one person that gave me a recipe to ferment, and I may try that. But the only way my husband likes turnips, he likes the turnip chips. And then I'll try fermenting within the next few weeks. I need to cook up some beets. I'm not going to wash all of these. I'm going to keep the ones that I think are going to last the longest refrigerated for a while. All right. Then we have our zucchinis. These are the zucchinis that I need to use up as soon as possible. This one's getting a little soft. And this one has I didn't pull that correctly. And that's going to be, these are going to need to be like in a stir fry. And that's probably what I'll be doing coming up. But I don't have to do it today or anything, but real soon. Now, these have to be done today. These are beet greens. And I got so busy in the garden, I forgot they were in the refrigerator. So I need to just saute these, and I can put them with various dishes. My husband does not like beet greens. I'm going to try them with scrambled eggs. We have these onions that I haven't cleaned yet that I picked from the garden. So I need to clean these up. I want to clean all of these up. And then I'll be using these for recipes that call for onions. This is not from the garden. This is a yellow pepper I haven't used yet. It was store-bought. And this is tomato that's going bad. We'll probably slice up this lemon boy to go with our scrambled eggs today. I'll do something with this pepper. That will go with the stir fry. So it will last another couple days. And the store-bought carrots will go along with the stir fry. These are just some chives. They're still good. Now this right here it's crucial that I use this as soon as possible today. This is zucchini that I shredded up, but I haven't squeezed the water out of it yet. I'm going to make zucchini bread. So this is very important that I use this today before it goes bad. And the greens that will go with scrambled eggs. These are the two things. I want to get them separated from everything else here. These are the two garden produce I need to use up today. Now we're weighting down the shredded zucchini to drain out the water, which will result in a firmer, less soggy zucchini bread. I'm sorting through my beet greens. I did give them an extra wash. I removed the stems from the greens, and I tried to remove as much as I could. But by the time I sorted through all of this, this has reduced down. So I'm able to use a smaller pan, which is great. I've got olive oil in this pan. I'm just going to heat it up. I'm using a small amount of garlic from the garden. I've already peeled it. I'm going to chop this up. And saute for 1 minute. Now it's time to add the beet greens. And this is reducing down already. It reduces down just like spinach. The greens cooking on low. I added salt and pepper. Now I'm just going to add a little lemon juice. I removed some of the greens for a side dish for my dinner for later. I'm not even sure what we're having today. Either chicken tenders or tuna fish. I'm not sure, one or the other. So I have the greens left in the pan. I turned off the heat for now, but I'm scrambling 2 eggs, and I'm going to scramble them into the beet greens. Okay, I'll just distribute the greens a little bit here.
Turn on very low heat.
We're just going to let that scramble up a little bit there. This is just a simple egg scramble with beet greens. Now, the zucchini drained as much as possible, but also I want to remove some additional liquid. Turnips are getting a good wash. They'll be washed one more time after this. The water is very dirty. These were picked directly from the garden. The beets are soaking in some water. I'm going to be cutting those up. This is not all of the beets. Some of the beets that were larger are still good for quite a while. I did not wash those yet. They're in the refrigerator in a bowl. Here is the shredded zucchini for the zucchini bread we're going to be making. We're not going to do it yet. I'm going to stick this back in the refrigerator, but I'm doing it, good Lord willing, before the day's over because I need to cook up this zucchini. And I did try it, and it is still good. I sliced up the lemon boy tomato, and they do look like lemons. Now, when you grow these yourself, and when the temperatures are real hot, the peelings do get a little tough. So you can just, if it's too tough for you on these tomatoes, any tomatoes that you're growing, if you have that problem also, you just, after you slice them, you just cut off the peelings like this. It just kind of slid off there. I'm going to garnish my plate with a couple tomato slices. Okay. Like this. Because we have too much yellow going on, I'm going to have to add some green. These are the chives that I showed you earlier, and I chopped up. I'm going to put some, just garnish it like that. There we go. It's a very healthy looking dish with lots of green going on, green and yellow.
My husband sometimes likes to make his own scrambled eggs. He may put some of these chives into his scrambled eggs. And these sliced tomatoes will make a delicious side dish.
Just showing you the vegetable trays. I got everything down to 3 zucchinis and a pepper that can go in a stir fry soon, but they're good for a few days, for probably 1 to 2 days. And here the carrots are fine. I left them in the package. And these are the big beets and I may cover these back in a bag. I corrected the problem. I put the beets in a perforated in a Ziploc bag, although I don't pay for Ziploc. I put it in a storage bag.
And I cut some slits to avoid trapping moisture. Here are beets from the garden that I pickled last week.
I was going to add eggs, but it is too crowded with beets. So this is what I want to do with these beets. I want to create another jar similar to this one. The turnips are going through a second round of soaking. Now you see this water is a lot cleaner. This will be the last time I soak them, and then I will give them another rinse in a colander.
Now I need to clean and process these onions so we can use them up within the next week or so.
Now I've got the vegetables thoroughly washed. We're going to go right into chopping and slicing, preparing these vegetables for the meals that we're going to be cooking. And these onions will be good for quite a while. I just want to prep them ahead of time. That way I can just put them into my casseroles or soups or whatever I'm cooking. And I'll be using these the rest of the week going into next week.
I'm cutting off the bulbs, separating them from the chives. Now the chives are fun and easy to chop up, and you can use a large knife without a problem. And I just want to store the chives in a storage bag separate from the onions, chopped onions. I want them to be in a separate bag.
Now the chives I was able to cut up with a big knife, but I think it would be safer and easier to use a pillar knife for these small onions. First year growing shallots. They have an extra layer of the skin, it seems like. Some people let them get a lot bigger than what I did. They didn't seem like they were going to do well. I don't know what happened to them. It might have something to do with the hot weather. So we have our chives, green onion in there also. And we have our onion already chopped and good to go. I just keep these ventilated a little bit. The turnips still look a little dirty, like stained or something, but I'm gonna peel them. I'm gonna cut off the bad spots. So the rest of these, I'm just gonna rinse these in this colander and clean them with this brush. Trim them down, store them in the refrigerator until I get ready to ferment them. Just adding a little olive oil. I'm just gonna use my hands. It is easier to mix it up with your hands. Whoops, why did I have a spoon then? There we go. I really don't like using my hands, but sometimes you gotta use your hands for things like this. Just spread them out on the pan, one layer. They're pretty strong tasting on their own, so we're just gonna put salt and pepper. We'll be baking in preheated oven at 400 Fahrenheit, 15 minutes on each side. Now I'm going to slice the beets the same way I did the turnips. I put parchment paper on the cutting board because I thought the beets would stain it, but that was not the case, and it just kind of got in the way. So I removed it and I sliced them without a problem. I turned over the turnip chips. You turn them over, and sometimes you don't get all of them turned over on the other side. It's a little confusing because there's so many and they're very small. I'm gonna put these in the oven and finish them off. My beets are starting to boil. And I used extra water so I can make beet juice, which is very healthy. And the turnip chips are done. My husband likes them a little burnt, as you can see. I had chicken tenders in the oven. I had to turn up to 425 Fahrenheit, so then I turned these up and they got a little burnt. So we've been eating our dinner, and this is all that's left of the turnip chips. And there's Danny's chicken tenders. I already had a couple. I'm just going to eat a little bit of pasta salad and turnip greens. I'm going to put these beets in this jar and put them in the refrigerator. They have sugar, salt, pepper, and vinegar. Here are the pickled beets. And this is a little bit of beet juice I'm saving to drink. Now it's time to make the zucchini bread. Here's the zucchini. I only need 2 cups. I'm making 2 loaves. I was going to do a tutorial. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do that for a couple weeks due to this video is more than just about zucchini bread, and I still need to get into the refrigerator, and I saw there's some old celery. Need to make a salad I've been wanting to make for quite a while. And we'll probably have extra zucchini, so I'll need to make a slaw with the rest of that. So I'm just going to go through it very quickly. It will not be a regular tutorial, but that's coming in a couple weeks. A little dark back here in the pantry closet. You see I have 3 large zucchinis left. I was able to give 4 away. We had so many large zucchinis. And this is what I use for the zucchini bread. I just remove the seeds and then shred it. One important step I'd like to mention is sifting your dry ingredients, which includes flour, cinnamon, baking soda, salt, and baking powder. Then we add the sugar and mix thoroughly. Beaten egg and vanilla, canola or vegetable oil, shredded zucchini, and finally walnuts. Then mix all the ingredients together thoroughly. We've got the bread pans filled and put into the oven. Bake at 325 Fahrenheit for 40 minutes to an hour. And the zucchini loaves are done and cooling on the rack. Now it's time to resume the refrigerator clean out. We are going to get in here and see what else we can use up before it goes bad. What is all? We have quite a bit. This is all good. All the dairy is good. I checked the dates. This is just some chives. Okay, I got some onion in here. It's fine. We just bought some eggs. My husband went to Aldi. Okay, that tomato's still good. Mainly what I'm concerned about is food that's going bad. Okay, this food is all good back there. Let me see. That gravy I thawed out just a couple days ago, it's fine. Way down here, there's the zucchini. More zucchinis! Gee whiz, and a tomato. Now, this is pretty good. And looks like there's some oranges. What's in here?
Okay, that's good. That's some cheesy noodles. Oh, okay, those need used up. The celery.
I want to make a salad with that. I want to stick with healthy foods. I think something's healthy, and something healthy is in here, but it's going to get old if we don't use it up soon or eat it up soon. This is very healthy chicken. It's not chicken noodle soup, chicken rice soup. It's still good. I'm going to finish this off today. The celery, like I said, I'm using that for a small salad. It still has a little firmness. It's in between flimsy and firm. Overall, I think it's pretty firm, so it can make a crunchy salad. I kind of wish this was a live video so you could tell me what to use these for. I've got 3 little oranges. The shredded zucchini, I'm going to mix slaw with this. I can look up, I have a recipe. I know how to make this from a recipe I looked at. I got an idea. For this, I got to look online real quick, some ideas. I like a vinaigrette, sounds good. These zucchinis are very hard. They will be fine. This one's a little soft. Maybe I'll put that with the stir fry coming up. These 2 are fine. I'll just put them back in the refrigerator. The shredded zucchini and put it with chopped celery. Made a vinaigrette dressing. Added a little orange juice to that. Shredded some carrots. Threw in some onions and got oranges for a garnish. Thanks for watching today. Hope I encouraged you to look into your fridge for healthy meals that will save you money by avoiding food waste. May many blessings come your way. I'll see you on the next one.